Hello, dear students. How are you? Are you fine? If everybody is good today, let's start our lesson. Today we'll have a new theme. The title of our theme is Programming Languages. I am an English teacher, Erjahanova Ravshan Mirko. Lesson objectives: to give a general information about programming languages, to learn the basic concepts of programming languages, to develop speaking and reading skills on the topic. Ваши знания будут оцениваться по следующим критериям. Посещаемость 10 баллов, выражать свое мнение 20 баллов, вовремя сдать домашнее задание 20 баллов, активность на уроке 20 баллов, выразить научную точку зрения 10 баллов, полное освоение материала 20 баллов. Vocabulary. Let's speak about new words and word combinations concerning our theme. The first, programming language. Язык программирования. Coded form. Кодированный вид, кодированные представления. To convey. Передавать, сообщать. To improve. Улучшать, совершенствовать. Machine-oriented language. Машиноориентированный язык. Business-oriented language. Язык для программирования или же язык для экономических задач. String of binary, строка двоичного представления. Data handling, обработка данных, работа с данными. Incorporate features, включать свойства, особенности. Versatile, многофункциональный, разносторонний, универсальный. Generous, большой, значительный, то есть о количестве, да? So, let's speak about programming languages. What does it mean? Let's assume that we have studied the problem, designed a logical plan, and are now ready to write the program instructions. The process of writing program instructions is called coding. The instructions will be written on a form called a coding form. The instructions we write will be recorded in machine-readable form using a key punch, key to tape, or key to disk, or entered directly into computer memory stored a terminal keyboard. The computer cannot understand instructions written in just any old way. The instructions must be written according to a set of rules. These rules are the foundation of programming language. A programming language must convey the logical steps of the program plan in such a way that the control unit of the CPU can interpret and follow the instructions. Programming languages have improved through the years just as the computer hardware has improved. They have progressed from machine-oriented languages that use strings of binary, E's and O's, to problem-oriented languages that use common mathematical and or English terms. There are over 200 problem-oriented languages. The most common of them are COBOL, Fortran, PLI, RPG, BASIC, and Pascal. What about the programming language COBOL? We'll speak about COBOL. COBOL was the most widely used business-oriented programming language. Its name is an acronym for a common business-oriented language. COBOL was designed to solve the problems that are oriented toward data handling and input-output operations. Of course, COBOL can perform arithmetic operations as well, but its greatest flexibility is in data handling. COBOL also was designed as a self-documenting language. Self-documenting languages are those that don't require a great deal of explanation in order to be understood by some reading the programming instructions. So, with a field name length of up to 30 characters, the name can clearly identify the field and its purpose. So let's speak about Fortran 4. The Fortran 4 language is oriented towards solving problems of a mathematical nature. The name Fortran comes from the combination of the word formula translation. The version of Fortran 4 has been designed as an algebra-based programming language, and a formula or those mathematical relationships that can be expressed algebraically can easily to be expressed as a Fortran instruction. Fortran is the most commonly used language for scientific applications. So what does it mean, PLI? PLI stands for Programming Language I. It was designed as a general-purpose language, incorporating features similar to COBOL for data handling instructions and the features similar to Fortran for mathematical instructions. Programming Language I is much more than the combination of the good features of both COBOL and Fortran, as it has many capabilities that are unique. Yet, also PLI is one of the most versatile and the most powerful of the programming languages. It is not the most commonly used. COBOL and Fortran have been available for a longer period of time than PLI, and many more users work with those languages. So I think everything was very understandable. So let's practice exercise number 1. Answer the questions using text information. The first question, what is the process of writing instructions called? What is code? How must instructions be written? The next, what is the foundation of any programming language? How was the development of programming languages progressing throughout the years? What are the most common problem-oriented languages? What is COBOL? What functions was COBOL designed for? What does Fortran serve for? What capabilities has programming languages I? The next, exercise number 2, compare sentences. There are given 12 sentences in this screen to deal with the high-level language, to solve problems, brief description, to consist of programming languages for commercial purposes, algebraic formula, general purpose language, application program, simple language, to result in. You should find the equivalent in Russian. Compare sentences. To the right, exercise number 3, to the right variant and the completed sentences. There are given only 4 sentences. You should find right answers. Fortran is a high-level language which is used for, and there are given 3 answers, but you shouldn't find the right answers. The next, Algol is a high-level language which is intended to, so the next, COBOL is high-level language which is designed. The fourth question, BASIC is a high-level language which is used. I think this task is not so difficult. The next, answer the following questions. Question number 1. Which of those languages are more popular among programmers and why? The next question, which do you find very specialized? Question number 3, which are too old-fashioned? Question number 4. Which do you prefer to work with and why? I think these questions are not so difficult for you. These questions consist to our theme. Your home task. The internet is a new way to communicate. Some people think it has more drawbacks than advantages. What can you say for and against communicating by using the internet? Please write about 150 or 200 words essay about internet in our life. Reflection of the lesson. There are given 3 colors. Green. The lesson was interesting. I worked myself without teacher's help. If you want to choose yellow. The lesson was interesting, but I have some little problems. Red. The lesson was interesting, but it was difficult for me. So our lesson is over. If you haven't any questions, I want to say goodbye.